He arranged a fake kidnap to extort money from his family, and this happened. Let's dive into the story. Kunle sat in his small apartment in Surulere, staring at his overdue rent notice. His phone buzzed with endless calls from creditors. Despite his white-collar job, his gambling habits had left him drowning in debt. "I can't continue like this," he muttered. He picked up his phone and called his childhood friend, Tobi, who worked as a street hustler. "Tobi, I need your help," Kunle said. "I have an idea to get out of this mess." "What kind of idea?" Tobi asked. "I will fake a kidnap. You will call my parents and demand ransom. Once we get the money, we will split the money. I will clear my debts." Tobi hesitated. "Kunle, this is a risky job. What if they find out?" "They won't," Kunle assured him. "My parents are well-to-do, and they will do anything it takes to save me." After some convincing, Tobi agreed. The plan was set for the coming weekend. On Saturday evening, Kunle told his family he was going to a friend's house in Ikeja. Hours later, Tobi and his crew intercepted him in a staged kidnap along a lonely street. They blindfolded him and drove to an abandoned warehouse in Mushi. Kunle's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Olayemi, were shocked when they received the ransom call that night. "If you want to see your son alive, bring 5 million naira to the location we will send you," Tobi said, disguising his voice. Mrs. Olayemi burst into tears. "Kunle, oh God, not my son. Please don't hurt him," Mr. Olayemi pleaded. "We will get the money." Kunle thought everything was going smoothly. Sitting on a wooden chair in the warehouse, he tested Tobi secretly. "Everything okay?" "Yes," Tobi replied. "They said they will bring the money tomorrow." But things took an unexpected turn. One of Tobi's crew member, Chidi, saw an opportunity. "Why stop at 5 million? His family looks like they can pay more," Chidi suggested. Tobi hesitated. "No, we agreed to this amount. Let's stick to the plan." But Chidi had other ideas. Later that night, he locked Kunle in a room and called the Olayemis himself. "The price has changed. 10 million or your son will die." The Olayemi was devastated. "Why would they increase the amount?" Mrs. Olayemi asked, trembling. "I don't know, but we can't risk Kunle's life," Mr. Olayemi replied. He called his brother, a retired police officer, for advice. "Don't pay," Uncle Femi said. "Let me alert the anti-kidnapping unit. They will trace the call." Wow, it's getting more interesting. Let's continue. Kunle overheard Chidi's phone call and realized the plan was getting out of control. He confronted Tobi. This wasn't the deal. Why is he asking for more money? "I am sorry," Tobi said, panicking. "I did not agree to this. Chidi is greedy. You have to end this now," Kunle shouted. But Chidi overheard the argument. "End what?" he snarled, pulling out a gun. "You think this is a joke? We are in charge now." Kunle's heart sank. He was no longer in control. The next day, the police, working with Uncle Femi, traced the call to the warehouse. They stormed the location just as Chidi was preparing to arm Kunle to pressure his family further. "Police, drop your weapon," an officer shouted. Chaos erupted. Tobi and his crew surrounded, but Chidis resisted and was arrested after a scuffle. Kunle was freed unharmed. Kunle's parents later find out the plan kidnapped. Back at home, Kunle faced his furious parents. "Kunle, how could you do this to us?" His father yelled. "We were ready to give everything to save you, and this is how you repay us." "I am sorry, Dad. I was desperate," Kunle said, falling to his knees. "I did not mean for it to go this far." Miss Olayemi sobbed. "You have broken our trust, Kunle. How can we believe anything you say again?" Few weeks later, Kunle was charged for staging a fake kidnap, but received a lenient sentence due to his cooperation with the police. He spent 6 months in a correctional facility where he reflected on his actions. When he returned home, he found his parents willing to support his rehabilitation, but on strict terms. "I have learned my lesson," Kunle said, humbled. "I will never take your trust for granted." Kunle's actions became a cautionary tale in the community, highlighting the dangers of greed and desperations. While rebuilding his life was challenging, he found strength in facing his mistakes and earning back his family's trust. What an interesting story. Personally, for me, I love the fact that Kunle spent 6 months in a correctional facility, at least to correct his brain. That was a very perfect idea. What are your thoughts on this story? Let me know in the comment section. And please, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, if you're watching from YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're watching from any of my social media handles like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, make sure you like, comment, and share. If you're not following, follow me for more interesting story. Thank you. Love you guys.